more text. I know that this has been mentioned probably several 100,000 times by various people on the internet. But I keep seeing this where like people are saying things like, everyone's so dead inside. Yes. The reason for this is because they have made choices to go along with culture that doesn't allow emotions. At least not emotions that aren't under their control. So, it kind of reminds me of like foosball. You know? Like everybody's just lined up on a stick and they're gonna kick the ball whenever their handlers tell them to kick the ball. You know? It's like, it's a depressing reality. So I can understand why many people don't want to face that, and they would just rather be addicted to Netflix and fried food and that makes a lot more sense then. To face the reality of what this world has become. You know, the world has always been like a really shitty place, and the reason for that is due to a lack of consciousness. I talk about this a lot, but what I'm referring to in regards to consciousness is the realization that your actions matter, the realization that you will die one day, and if you will die one day, then you probably should make the most out of your life. You probably should like do something positive. And I'm not always the best example of this because, you know, I don't always make good decisions, and I get stuck in these ruts, and I know that if I beat myself up about it, I'm just going to prolong it, you know? Like if I give myself a real hard time about some mistake that I made, I'm more likely to just end up making the same mistake for the next several months because I can't accept the fact that I screwed up. And so because I can't accept that, that's all I'm going to do now, you know? It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? But It's just the way that it's the way I am. It's the way a lot of people are, apparently. Yeah. I just have to do something that's worth a shit, you know? And I mean, I think that the stuff that I make, like, it matters to me, but I think that I'm supposed to be a performer. I say that because it's not really something I enjoy doing. It's just something that I know is part of me, and it's part of me because of this thing in my head that won't go away, and I don't know what to do with it. I feel like the only thing that can be done with it is creative stuff, you know? Because if I don't do creative stuff with it, then I just curl up with it, and it's so easy to, you know, feel sorry for myself and be bitter towards the world for being the way that the world is, and that's just fucking pointless because, like, it's not gonna not be this way. And furthermore, anything that I'm told to do about it is not gonna fix it or make it better. The things that I'm not told to do about it are probably a lot more likely to have some kind of an impact, because I feel better. And if I feel better just making stuff, like, in that moment, you know, temporarily, I feel like, well, at least I'm not poo-pooing, like, any opportunity to do something different, you know? I'm not squandering precious time that I have, you know, to improve something. You know, that's exactly what they want. They want everybody to be obsessed with these phony methods of control that, like, don't even fucking work. And the things that we can actually do to improve anything at all, we're not even gonna consider that shit because, you know, we're too busy whining about who the fucking president is, you know? Ah. Yeah, so the stuff that's, like, the stuff that you see now, it seems really, really bad. It was always that way. It was always that way. It's just, there used to be better blinders than there are now. They obviously want us to see what they're doing. Just to prove that they're doing it, but also to prove how many people prefer the blinders.